Dick Warwick is tending to chores on his family's farm near Oakdale, Washington. Along with putting in an honest day's work, Dick uses his creative skills as a troubleshooter and craftsman around the farm. And while he can certainly handle a shovel, he's also talented with spoons.
Taking a common everyday object and transforming it into another form or use so that people can still recognize the silverware but see it transformed into something else, and it kind of makes people smile.
Dick's creative expressions have taken many forms. One inspiration came years ago from a world away. On a whim, Dick and his friend had answered a magazine ad looking for combine drivers in Australia.
He and I printed up these fake resumes and we sent them to implement dealers all over Australia. And we both got jobs. And so I landed in Australia late 1980 and was driving combine, what they call headers there. And I fell totally in love with the country. Actually, I fell totally in love with the country as we were coming in for our final approach to Sydney on the airplane. Because first they broadcast a horse race over the airplane intercom. I've been a horse race fan all my life. And then everyone on the plane spontaneously sang Waltzing Matilda. And I thought, boy, these people are spontaneous and they have their priorities correct. And then it was just a love affair from then on.
While in Australia, Dick discovered bush poetry, similar to North American cowboy poetry, as well as bush music.
I came home from Australia the first time. I'd become enamored with Australian bush music. And so started the Urban Coyote Bush Band, together with Jim Roberts and Paul Tapp.
Sean Powers, our skipper, from the Church of Crew, here he keeps love for his father.
With band member Ken Raymond on board, the Urban Coyote Bush Band performed and recorded for almost 15 years. They've never really disbanded and occasionally still give performances.
Oh, we have a lot of songs, mostly Australian post-colonial songs. And then we do a little Irish and Celtic stuff too, and some American, like Appalachian tunes and things like that. Yeah, and then some novelty songs. But mostly just good Australian bush band music.
Being in the band eventually brought Dick to an unexpected turn into the world of spoon art.
We were having band practice at Paul Tapp's house, and his wife, Diane, took me out on the back porch, and there was a spoon chime hanging there, wind chime made out of spoons, and she said, "Dick, you ought to make these." So I looked at the one she had, and I thought, I could probably make a better one than that. And so I went home and made some wind chimes. And I'd had this idea in my head anyway that I'd like to do the arts and crafts circuit, only I couldn't think of what to do. And so I made a few wind chimes and then arranged doing a little show, and I sold out. And I was hooked, and it just proliferated from there.
Dick's creations have proliferated from wind chimes to creatures and characters from his small workshop on the farm. But how does he design his flatware menagerie?
Mostly I don't have designs in my head. I just kind of let it happen. Sometimes I know kind of what I'm heading for, but I don't really plan it out ahead of time. There's cutting and grinding and shaping and soldering and pounding and mashing, and any way I can mangle silverware I do, and then construct it and put it together in different ways. I've been doing it way longer than I ever thought I would, probably since the late 80s, and making stuff out of silverware and selling it at little arts and crafts shows. And it always gets a smile, and they come in and say, "Oh, I see you're making these now. You know, this is new, isn't it?" So, because I have people that have been coming back for, 15 years now, which is kind of amazing. And it just turned out to be fun.
If you have an idea for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSPS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSPS Public Television.